Morning. I've had a problem came in about the difference between marginal and conditional distributions. So I'm going to look at another problem from your homework set. This wasn't assigned to you, but it's on the same set. So it's problem number 24 on page 23. So I have the data already entered in a Google Sheet here for demonstration, and we're looking at the difference between luxury cars and SUVs, trucks, vans, etc., and how the colors of those are dispersed in a distribution. So this is called a two-way table again because we have the different types of cars is one way and the actual colors is the other one. So those are both categorical variables, but we put counts in here so we could make a graph and put them in what's called a two-way table. So first we're going to look at a marginal distribution. I know the question was about a conditional, but it's kind of good to compare those. So to do marginal, I'm going to add totals over here. So I'm just going to put a total column on for each of these. Okay, I'm going to make that a little bit bigger so it matches the other stuff and you can see it. Okay, how big is this one? It's 14. Guess I have to highlight it. Okay, so that's 14. Let's highlight that. Make that 14. All right, so now we can see. So remember, it's easy to get the totals. If I just click in that cell, I hit this summation symbol and choose sum. And then I want to highlight those two that I want to add together. And I can get totals. I'm going to make that bigger also if I can get it to change. I can double click this little square in the corner that's called a fill handle, and it'll fill that down and get the totals of all those rows. Those are row totals. Over here, I'm going to get totals. So I'm going to do sum, and I'm going to add, it kind of tells you which ones you want to do, but I'm going to highlight the ones I want to add from B2 to B11. And I'm going to highlight that if I can get it and make it 14 also so you can see it easier. Remember, then I can just fill that across. Now I got all my totals. All right, now that I have my totals, I can do either marginal or conditional distributions. So a marginal distribution, you're looking at the outside. So an example of a question for a marginal distribution would be, what percent of all vehicles were black? So I look at the end over here, okay? So marginal, I'd take 35 of all the vehicles out of 200 vehicles total were black, okay? Silver, 32 out of 200. So you're always looking at the outside edges when it's marginal distribution. So you could also, that's marginal by the color. If I wanted marginal by the type of vehicle, 100 of the vehicles were luxury cars when I have that total, divided by 200 total. So if I want to make a graph of the marginal distribution,